Still, he has not done anything outside of those 2 quarters against the Chiefs. Has not done anything. They scored 1 touchdown, and the Eagles let them score the fucking touchdown. They would continuously get the ball in the red zone and could not finish. Give the ball to the fucking running backs more. If someone comes available this weekend, Kirk Cousins says he's not waving his thing, I would fucking jump all over it and get it. Zach Wilson is not the answer as the Jets quarterback.
Wow, I really don't agree with you.
I will take Aaron Rodgers back the second he will come back. I'm saying it's going to be Black Friday against the Dolphins. He's going to play a month from now.
That's crazy.
You can't say anything.
You can't say anything. Okay, but I'm going to bring us back down to reality.
Despite all the turmoil, the Jets are 3-3 going into their bye. 3-3. We have the Giants coming out of the bye. If Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback with that schedule, I would have signed up for 3-3. So they're right where they need to be. Tons of turmoil to start the season. They're plus 390 to make the playoffs. I put some money on it this morning. What was left? The $15 that was left in my FanDuel account is back in. It's all I can do. What's on that plus 390?
I like where we are. I don't want to change up anything.
First down, dogs.
I feel very unbalanced without Sean here.
Who's Sean?
Oh, he sent his pics.
Oh, well, don't look at him.
Oh, I won't.
Cheater.
I have my pics already.
It's amazing that she always finds a way to cheat.
Fuck off.
All right, week 6 was a struggle bus of a week. It also sounds different over here, too. I'm getting a weird echo.
Everything's weird right now.
Wait, you hear an echo?
Yep. At like about 450 megahertz.
Everything sounds a little duller.
You guys are really weird.
You know what was weird last week? It sucked so much. I hated it.
It was awful.
Weird.
I lost so much money last weekend. I don't even know if I can go on.
I had to deposit for the first time since last year's Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I've taken some out here and there,
Yeah.
but I had to deposit money.
I was in 8 months ago.
Yeah, you don't have to make it that short. It felt a lot longer than that.
I thought you were going to say something great, like the first week of last year or something.
Well, I mean, I only started with like $50. So for that to last that long.
If you have to figure out like how much you're in, how much you think you're in,
Oh, I know exactly what I'm in.
how much?
I am almost to $10,000 wagered over my time in FanDuel, and I am up $111.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad, right?
I mean, you're in. You're getting involved with the action. That's all that matters.
Definitely in. I couldn't believe that number. That number is really, it's pretty remarkable.
I'm afraid to look at that.
I would be afraid to look at that too. But you've taken some out.
I've taken some out. But also, I was using it before it was legal here because I used to work in New Jersey and it was legal there longer. So I was betting big back then.
Was it? I didn't know that Jersey had it for long
I used to
enough.
drive to Jersey City just to put a bet in.
Okay, you're an addict.
I never did that. I have had friends who did that, and I gave them money.
When I worked in the
That's an
city,
addict. You need to call that hotline if you have a gambling problem.
it's funny you say that because I was actually thinking that we should put some sort of a disclaimer. We should get somebody to read the disclaimer.
That's what we
Like
should
with
be
all the
doing.
weird numbers and
If you
stuff
have
that
a
they have.
gambling
Jesse should
party.
read it.
That would be good.
Definitely read it.
That would definitely be good.
Does Jesse gamble on anything?
No. We were just in Atlantic City on Friday. And this guy was like, didn't know what to do with himself.
Oh, yeah. How did that go?
Not well.
Right.
Oh.
But thanks for bringing it up. We just talked about it for an hour and a half on the
Why
last
don't you
podcast.
listen to who are these guys? You'll find out how it went.
It'll be on my Insta.
Yeah, so shitty weekend. I was wondering, too, this morning. I was like, it's week 7, and I was listening to all, like, the morning talk shows and stuff. Is there anything else that goes as fast as the NFL season in your life? Nothing, right?
Nothing. Maybe.
In my life?
Yeah.
All right. I will compare it to one thing, and you won't be able to relate, both of you wearing Jet jerseys.
It's a kid thing?
Yes, it's a kid thing. Christmas to Christmas.
What,
It comes very fast.
Yeah?
Yes. Like once you breathe in your bed and go, all the presents around the tree were solid, we're good, before you know it, that time is creeping up again.
Like
And you
right
get-
now.
And you get very nervous, yeah.
When do you start doing your Christmas shopping?
My wife
What the
starts
fuck is that?
probably right around Thanksgiving.
What's Christmas shopping? Not sure.
Stop.
Don't do it.
What?
At all.
My wife does it all.
Oh.
And then
Oh,
we get
but
a
don't
gift
you
for
get-
each other. Like
Oh.
we get like a joint gift together.
Oh, like you go on vacation.
No, we'll like 1 year we'll get like a new couch. The other week we'll get like a new TV, you know?
Never anything personalized.
Not really. No.
Did you used to?
Of course. Yeah. Fucking, it's all died down now.
She okay with that stop?
Yeah, she's the one that actually wanted to do it. So,
Interesting.
I guess
Wonder if
that's
she really wanted to do it.
you'll see.
It's one of those, I'm not mad, and then she wants to stab your eyes out.
Think?
Probably.
He hasn't bought me a fucking Christmas present in 10 years.
It'll be brought up in like 15 years.
That's another watch out now. We've got my mom, not seeing my mom on Christmas, like I talked about before. And now I'm going to try to see if she really wants a gift this year or not. It's going to be interesting.
Tough to really find out.
The thing that I was going to say is like, when I say yes to go to an event that I don't want to go to, those come really fast. Almost as fast as the NFL season.
And then they go real slow while you're there.
And I say yes to a lot of things that I probably shouldn't say yes to. And then like the night before, I'm like, how can I get out of this? You know?
I feel like you probably rarely say no to things that she says that you have plans for.
No, I'm not even talking about her. I'm just talking about just
in
general
general.
things in life. Yeah. I say yes to everything.
Do you really?
Can you help me put together a shed? Yeah. And then it's like the night before, I'm like, oh man, hopefully it rains tomorrow.
It actually did start raining. That was brutal, by the way.
was
Never
brutal.
again. Hire
That was
somebody. Got to be like Jesse Viola.
You
Hire
know,
someone.
what's similar to putting the shed together? These chairs. It's very similar. Almost the same.
No, that's dramatic.
Allen key, though.
Yeah.
So that's solid.
Solid how?
Allen key's a great invention compared to a screwdriver.
I see. I would disagree with that because the Allen key, if it's a screwdriver, you could use a screw gun.
You can.
Yeah, but we don't have that. So I was
But you're not supposed to use a screw gun for stuff like this.
Sure you can.
No, you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. I 100% do. It makes it very fast.
Yeah, you finish it off with a quick zip.
Yeah.
Make sure everything's tight.
Did you see that?
Having the gun thing is the best thing ever.
Yeah, agreed. Did you see that? Did you see that there was like a NFL preseason training camp? Like, they have like the camera out and the guys walk up to it. There was one where like the social media team would hand them the gun and be like, "What do you do with this?"
What gun? Oh, like a screw gun?
Like a screw gun.
Like a football player?
Like someone hands you a screw gun. What are you doing?
Building something.
No. Like someone just, if I would, Rob, give me that screw gun right
pretending
now.
it's a gun and going.
Nope.
What are they
Let
doing?
me see. We got
You
props.
need to adjust the shutter speed on this. Too.
We got. What is it on?
It's on 60, but that light is at a different frequency than these lights.
Yeah, we were kind of going. We didn't care today.
Let me
Risking
see.
it
If
all.
I maybe just put it at 50. It's okay. It's working, but it should be at 50. 80 is a little bit better.
Isn't that gonna mess up the timing with the audio?
I haven't cut the video yet, so no, it's just a shutter speed thing.
What do you do with the screw
I'm going
gun?
to show you.
That should be a bit better. So it's.
Let me see that, Rob. So, like, they would just come, the social media team would come up, the guys would be coming off practice and hand it to them, and they'd just be like, what do you do with that when someone gives it to you?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you got to
Always
do.
twice.
100%.
I thought that was a great bit.
That's true. That's
That's
exactly
very
what you're doing.
true.
All right, football. No more undefeated teams.
Do we hooray that?
I don't know. I mean, somebody hoorays that. The Dolphins.
Giant
That's
fans.
fans.
Niners and Eagles go down. That was pretty wild.
I don't think we should hooray it.
No, I'm not hooraying it. I was rooting for the Niners. Not the Eagles so much. What's
Not
crazy?
the
The
Eagles
Eagles
so
are-
much.
We'll get into it. But I feel bad for the Niners.
Eagles
The Niners
so
suck.
much.
The thing with the
The
Eagles,
Niners lost stinks.
the Niners one is like they got decimated. I mean, the Browns are great, the defense is great, but they got, the injuries.
The
4
injuries were
injuries
out
in
of
one
control.
game.
They're
Yeah.
broken.
Like their best players gone. The Eagles, I don't think are that good now.
That's what people are saying.
Now you don't think?
I think that's a false situation.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I did hear a funny, well, not that funny of a stat, but I did hear a stat from Stephen A. that the Eagles, Jalen Hurts is 3-7 when his pressure is like
Yeah.
intense when he gets a lot of pressure on him, which I'm surprised because didn't they only lose like 3 games last year?
Yeah. Well, he's had the best offensive line in football.
Right. And listen, I think there were mistakes were made.
Their defense not good.
That game, I had dinner, so I turned off the TV, and the point spread was what 6.5, right? Mm-hmm. And I came outside to have my after dinner cigarette, and I looked at the score real quick, right? It's a real thing. Everybody knows it. I looked at the score, 20-14. Eagles have the ball, and I light up my cigarette, and I'm looking at it, and I watch most things digitally, obviously, if I'm not at the house, and I see the Eagles going for it. I texted all you guys going, I'm going to lose by 0.5. Great. I can't believe it. I'm going to lose by 0.5 again. I look at it, and they're going for it on 4th and 8 in their own part of the field. And I go, what the hell are they going for it on 4th and 8 for? I just had it so clicked in my head that the Eagles were definitely winning that I didn't even see that the Jets took the lead and had interception.
That's why you said that in the chat.
That's exactly why I said that.
Yeah, I didn't get it either.
I looked at the score and I said, oh, they're up by 6. I'm going to lose by 0.5 point.
Didn't even realize it was the Jets.
Didn't even realize it was the Jets and the world was flipped upside down.
Disrespectful.
Sure, go with that. But I almost called my mother to see if I was adopted because I don't know what the hell happened this weekend.
Perfect segue because the New York Jets are back.
Ugh.
We're going to get to it.
God.
Week 6 results, not so great. We're going to go fast through this one. There's 2 winners who really weren't winners because when you're under 500, I don't really consider you a winner.
Read this thing.
It's embarrassing.
Katie and I tie for the second week in a row at 2-3. You have anything to say about your 2-3?
I'm happy with my 2 picks. I'm happy with my Jets pick.
You happy
We'll
with the
talk
picks you
about
won
it.
with?
Yeah.
0-2 with the Eiffel Tower.
Sad about that one. Yeah.
My 2-3. I'm thinking about doing a lock of the week because everybody always asks me that.
Like a collective
No,
lock
like
of the week?
from your picks. Should we implement that?
I mean, I can't do that yet because I'm not doing
hard.
well. I can't have a lock of the week.
This is
I
hard.
thought the Eagles were a lock of the week.
People that specifically know about the podcast ask me that. They don't ask me like who are your picks. They're like, what's your lock of the week?
All right,
Yeah,
I'll give a
they
lock.
asked.
I was saying the Lions, so I would have hit it last week.
That's
Yeah.
true. We do kind of, persist on who we like a lot.
I felt like Sean on Sunday, though, morning when I went to put those bets in. I was like, what the fuck happened? I don't remember taking any of these teams.
This is going to work out nothing like my last parlay.
And it did it.
It did it. It was over fast. It was a fast one. I mean, the game, like the Bengals game, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. It was points, touchdowns, and then in the second half, they collectively score 6 points. How does that happen?
I don't get it. It was a poopy game.
And Seattle, who actually should have won that game, was in the red zone like 4 times.
Yeah,
in the
they
fourth
moved
quarter.
between the 20-yard lines. They moved the ball like the early 2000 Rams. And then they got in the red zone and they couldn't do anything.
Just like the rest of the NFL.
And then the same thing with Burrow. It's like last week he threw the ball down the field a little bit. It was every single throw from Burrow was a check down. He didn't throw the ball more than 8 yards in that game.
That's
He
ridiculous.
didn't have a good game.
That was a tough one, but I'll take the win. And then the Lions. The Lions are like the stars right now. And they're still getting disrespected.
Yeah.
They're still getting disrespected by Vegas.
Tough to trust.
Yeah, I guess. But
Tough to trust.
And now it's just the injury thing is like, I mean, I'm going to say it. I say it every week. It's like I've never seen before.
I think we're just reporting everything more because right away the news was the 5 quarterbacks, right? Baker Mayfield's going to play. Who else got hurt? Rattle off the names because I think 3 of them are like going to play.
Garoppolo's hurt
Garoppolo's
still.
he's the real injury, and that one's
Deshaun
not
Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, isn't it opposite hand or something like that again?
Looks bad.
I don't know.
Supposedly he hurt himself more putting his hand back in than actually the
Oh, that's
injury.
right. Dislocated finger or something like that, right?
His wrist, I think it was.
Is Watson not going to play again?
Watson's a disaster. He's the disaster of this show.
I know.
But even the
You tell
Lions.
us every week, but
Montgomery goes down. You know, the guy was having a monster
Yeah,
season.
true. Yep.
He's hurt.
But I mean, that opens the door for Gibbs. I don't think that's going to hurt them.
He's
that
hurt too.
much. He's hurt too.
He's been out.
Oh my gosh.
To take it back.
But
wow, a lot of injuries.
The only thing about San Fran, though, is right now, and this is hard because it's freaking Tuesday, but most of those people that are hurt, that are questionable, are meant to probably be playing this
Right, like
Sunday.
Debo, he should play. They don't know if it's ribs or whatever.
McCaffrey.
I mean, talking about injuries, how about the Bills can't play on national TV anymore because the ambulance has to come out every time? I mean,
Seriously.
it's crazy.
They just keep it running.
It's unbelievable.
They just keep the ambulance running.
They're gonna be like the Yankees Hall of Fame. They're just gonna have a bunch of numbers on the side of the ambulance. It's ridiculous.
I just feel like
They're a mess.
every single game I watch, it's just injury
Yes.
after injury after injury.
I agree, and I don't mean to really laugh about somebody's injury. It's just you're watching a game, and almost every play in that giant Bills game, somebody was on the floor.
Wild.
It's crazy.
Wild.
Disgusting.
Makes it tough to bet.
Yeah. When you don't know who's
I'm
gonna play.
I'm relaying everything to that.
My worst loss I thought was, and I don't know why I picked the Bears, but the Bears. That game was atrocious. No one should be allowed to pick the Vikings for the rest of the year.
We keep on saying
We
that.
have said that. I'm not
We
sure.
have
Has
said that.
anyone picked them besides the 1 week that Chip did?
I think I've touched an over in last week, and
I feel
that
like
didn't happen.
the Lions game has been bet every single week, one way or the other.
It's so intriguing.
They are.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Intriguingly bad.
They're worse this year than the 2 years ago when they lost all those games by like a field goal.
Yep.
This is worse.
Tripp lost every one of those games.
This is worse. They're a hot mess.
What was the guy that came in for Fields? What was his name? Like Tyson Beignet
I
or something?
have no idea. I don't know who he is. And the backup to San Francisco, what's his name? Trash? Is his name Trash? Is he Kenny Trash?
That's a sick name.
I think it's like Trek or something weird, but I thought it was
He should be a
Trash.
rock star.
That is a cool name. I wish
But
mine
it's
was.
a nobody.
Bobby Trash.
Like, so they didn't learn anything from last year when they ran out of quarterbacks in the most important game of the year, that they have nobody to go behind Brock Purdy.
There are no more
But
quarterbacks.
Darnold was on that team or
They're
something.
all
They're
out
all
there.
hurt.
I don't know what's going on. I think the NFL season's canceled.
Yeah. So 2 other hosts of the show tied at 1 and 4.
Oh.
You and Tripp.
Goodness gracious.
First, talk for yourself, and then talk for Tripp. What would Tripp say if he was here? We haven't even mentioned
First
that
talk
yet.
for Tripp?
No, first for you.
Oh, first for me, I'm going to say I wanted the LA Rams, didn't take them. That's me playing Monday morning quarterback. Listen, the Cincinnati-Seattle game should have absolutely went over, especially after that first half. They were already at like 27.
I love it when you say
24.
things like that.
Well, I mean, it should have.
That's what I said a couple of weeks
The
ago.
adjustments were that good that these two teams couldn't get in the end zone.
It's true.
I mean, what I'm learning about this season is that nobody is getting in the end zone. Because I think I read an article today. It's the worst. The red zone percentage of getting a touchdown is the worst since 2014. They're at 43%, and that's not counting last night's disaster.
Wow.
Dallas and Chargers, who couldn't get in the end zone. Same thing.
I get I don't get any alerts on my phone or like on my watch, but I get the alerts when my fantasy guys are in the red zone. So I'll like, oh, he's jumped in. I'll be like, oh yeah.
Right.
No one scores.
No one scores.
No.
Ever.
Nobody gets
Ever.
in. And they don't kick field goals. They don't kick field goals, and then they don't score.
They go on fourth down.
The game just keeps on going like a ping pong match. So the Seattle one, I'm mad. I really was hoping to get that. I did not feel confident about the Charger game. I did that for the clip, and then we never played the clip,
Oh yeah. Last weekend was crazy. With
which
the
is
clips.
fine. And then who the heck else did I lose with? Philly. Furious. I think I was extremely angry at that pick.
Well-
I did not expect them to be that close.
Well,
That's
you know,
what you
lose.
get.
it's when you play a contender. You know, that's what
against
happens.
me.
Listen,
You can't even say, because you
this
made
is,
a comment about Jalen Hurts being so good.
He is.
this is when he reels it back in, and he's a huge.
Listen,
I
wait
know,
till I
I
get to
gotta-
my
I gotta
rant. Wait till
deal
you
with
get to
the-
my rant.
I got to deal with the roller coaster.
Oh, and then Tripp would say, "Well, I told you that I didn't like any of my picks, and it was
That's
Tuesday."
exactly what he would say. That's exactly what he would say. He
If you
told
would have
us.
saw the rest of my bets for the weekend, they were good.
How many games were there? 15. We picked 5. I was 10 for 15. That was.
All I know is they had some sort of we had like a charity thing at the Cava place on Sunday morning, so they opened up early. They opened for the London game, and they were raising money for some Christmas thing. And This guy was there with his kid, cursing at his phone the whole entire time. So like we have the game on like the same way I
Dealing
have
with a
here.
real bookie
So
still?
like this is like a little bit behind because it's like legal Canadian cable. Don't come for me. So we have like a similar thing over there.
Right.
But he's watching it like ahead on his phone. And then like calling out what happens to everybody else that's paying attention.
Oh my God.
Did
And
you
he
wanna kill him?
wanted to kill him. And he lost basically every bet that he had, which was great. You know, he needed a Lamar Jackson touchdown. He was like screaming at that. I'm like, dude, your kid's there. Stop cursing.
Well, I'll tell you right now, all I needed was a run-in to make the point spread under 7.5 at the 1 yard line, and then they got a penalty. Tannehill, another one that went down.
The prop bets were terrible.
Everything was terrible.
All right,
It
so
was a hard weekend.
6-14. I wasn't going to say it, but I said it.
Ugh.
Oh, it sounds
We really have to improve.
No need to talk about it. We're moving on.
this week.
So the season stats were still ahead. We're 55, 44, and 1. That's winning money. I am 18 and 12. Trip is 17 and 13. Kurt is 13, 16 and 1. And Katie's 13, 17. I feel like your picks from Disney World are going to be the ones. Those are going to be the good ones.
So
You're going to be in the
This
right
one,
mind.
too.
Tonight's
This
gonna
week,
be
too.
bad.
No, this week is going to be good too.
I saw your paper.
No, you didn't.
I did. I'm kidding. I just feel like you're going to be in Disney World. You know, you're going to have had a, what are those things called? A Dole Whip. Just going to be in the right mind frame.
What the hell is a Dole Whip?
Oof. Cut that, please.
Why?
Cut that out and send it to me. That's like the #1 dessert in Disney World.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is there fruit in it?
What?
Is there fruit in it?
Yeah, it's pineapple.
God. Oh, pineapple's
Oh,
good.
it's like the
Pineapple
cup
and
with
vanilla.
the white and
Yes.
it has it around the bottom.
So you knew what a Dole Whip was.
Only because he described it. I didn't know that was the name.
What's your go-to? Turkey leg? You savage like that?
Nobody eats a
Oh,
turkey
I
leg.
do love the turkey leg.
What?
No, but
Never
I
had
like the Nestle, which I don't think it's I think it's Nestle. It might not be.
It's like a Mickey Mouse bar with the head.
Chipwich?
Or it's Whole House. Oh, I think the Chipwich.
Chipwich.
Yes.
That's standard.
It's right
I
outside
mean, you get that.
of
I'll get you one at
land
7-Eleven.
in Epcot.
I guess you one at
It's
7-Eleven for
just
next
so
week.
much
You don't have to go to
better
Disney
there
World.
when you're walking around and eating it, and it's hot and it's great.
Speaking of 7-Eleven, did
You love
anybody see? I know you talk about it all the time. Did anybody see? I think it was Jamar Chase's chain.
No.
He's wearing a 7-Eleven chain.
That's
Get outta
cute.
here.
An actual 7-Eleven, the colors and everything.
Why?
From
not?
the week before or something when they were talking
Do you
about
think he
it.
loves 7
What were they doing?
It came from somewhere.
Really? I just thought it was a cool ass chain.
No, it
I'm gonna
came
get
from
one.
like a week before.
If you started wearing
Because
a 7-Eleven
he said
chain,
he's always open.
Oh, wow! You're so smart.
Nice.
Oh my
You are
God.
smart. I'm so glad you're here.
I wonder who gave him that. He probably didn't pay for it.
That's
himself.
great.
Dude, it was sick. I might make a fake one.
I haven't seen it, so I'm going to definitely check that out.
Imagine if I walk.
You have
we
to
gotta
put it in
this
as a clip.
So hopefully that's what you were making a mental note for yourself
Sure,
for when
that's
you're
what I was
editing
doing.
it.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I was doing.
I kind of want one. I kind of want a 7-Eleven chain.
Well, even though that wasn't a celebration, I will say that Tyreek Hill's celebration was fantastic.
That was insane
That he got a penalty for. Did you see it?
He's the backflip.
Yeah, on camera.
with the camera. Yeah.
That was great. That was great.
All
He
right.
deserved it.
Most impressed,
Celebration.
biggest surprise, biggest disappointment. Who wants to start? Who's got
I
one?
will. Mine's just a little one.
Sure it is.
It's just a disappointment.
Oh, okay. We're going with disappointment first.
And that's all I got this week. I'm really disappointed in Minshew. Kind of broke
good
my
one.
heart. 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
Just kind of broke it. Just
Usually tough when he's named the starter.
That's exactly what it is.
that must be it.
It is.
I was
He's
listening.
great when he comes in when Richardson get hurt.
100%.
That's how they need to put Richardson in for one
I
play.
think he's done.
and
I
then-
think Richardson's
He
done
might
for
be
the
done
year.
for the year.
Yeah.
Okay, they need to put someone else in for one play.
Good call. So I was listening to a podcast yesterday
Minshew.
morning. I think it was Bill Simmons' podcast, and they were saying it was with cousin Sal. They were saying like they should have a starter. You know,
Did
like
they
that,
really?
like
Like baseball?
Yeah, like
Nice.
baseball. Like have somebody that just goes one series, and then they bring Minshew.
and then
in.
he's
That
the
is
closer.
great.
Yeah.
That's an awesome idea.
Superstitions. They're there for a reason.
That was disappointing. Kurt, what do you got?
Disappointment is every NFL team not being able to score in the red zone. I was almost just said fun fact. Another stat that kills me is last week, besides Pittsburgh and Green Bay, they were the only ones that had that had more
Weren't they going to buy?
yards or something. No, the week before.
Oh.
They were the only teams that lost. Well, it's hard to explain. But what I'm going to say is 7 teams that lost this week. Last week, only 2 teams this happened to. 7 teams that lost this week had way more total yards than the team that they lost to.
Yep.
Some of them, like the Seattle Seahawks, had 160 more yards than the Cincinnati Bengals.
Wow.
And they lost the game. And then there was another one like New
Did they
Orleans.
have more turnovers?
I
was
mean, I
Philly.
didn't go too far in depth with my stats, but they were moving the ball, and they can't score. No, but my biggest surprise is that we went from a quarterback league of guys throwing 400 yards, high 300. Like Dak can't even get 300 yards anymore. These guys used to throw 300 yards easily every other week, at least. We can't get in the red zone. These quarterbacks are throwing for under 220.
I think it's the offensive lines.
That's
The
exactly what I was
offensive
talking
lines
about
are
at
not
work today.
good.
The offensive lines are not giving them any time,
No.
and the play selection obviously isn't that great. We're doing a lot more dump passes.
What O-lines are good besides Kansas City and Philly?
I don't know. Not the Steelers.
The Lions. The
Lions,
Lions have
yeah,
a
'cause
great
they got
Okay,
some
the
people.
Lions. 3.
The teams that are good.
San Fran.
I mean, the Chiefs. Mahomes is
Yeah,
all
she
day.
said that-
That's
She
what
said
I
the
said. The
Chiefs.
Chiefs
Yeah.
and Philly. I guess San Fran. Miami's?
I don't know. I don't think Miami's.
I can't even say Baltimore, really.
No.
I think
He was on his
Miami-
ass.
Yeah. Well, it's just not enough.
There's not enough. There's definitely not enough. Well, there's not enough white guys out there to be.
There's also not a lot of starting quarterbacks.
Boston
Starting at
College
quarterback.
has been real slow with recruits. Offensive line recruits.
It's an oversight. It's probably
Well,
an
like-
oversight.
What's going on at Iowa? Where are all the offensive linemen?
I have
from
no
Iowa?
idea. Nebraska, where don't they all come from there?
Bama. Nick Saban. Put something together.
My most impressive is the Browns defense.
Yep.
It's just nasty.
Unfortunately.
Nasty defense. But even still, the 49ers had a chance to win that game. And my biggest surprise are both the Jets and the Giants defense,
Okay.
right?
Makes sense.
The Giants gave the Bills all kinds of trouble. Josh Allen had 11 yards. I don't know what he was doing, why he wasn't running the ball.
Yep.
He had the week before, he had like 80-something yards. He was 11 yards. He got whacked in the first quarter, too, and I think that kind of like scared him a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the Jets defense, Salah said it yesterday. They were just stifling elite quarterbacks.
Yeah. They are.
Mahomes, Allen, and now Hurts.
Can I jump in and continue that stat? I was going to wait for our rant. But
Let's start the rant now.
Start the rant now.
Yeah.
wait,
All right.
no, because you said, mister, said the Jets defense isn't that good. Okay,
week
first
6.
of all,
Let's
like
not
you
get crazy.
said,
Let's not say something we're
top
gonna
3
regret in a little while.
MVPs from last year, like you just said, Mahomes, Hurts, Allen. The Jets have they only have combined 3 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Versus the entire rest of the league, they have 28 TDs and 10 interceptions. How do you like those apples?
No, you can't respond.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
we're
I didn't know we
ranting.
started the rant. I
We're
thought she was
ranting.
just
I'm
doing it.
sorry.
Okay. All right. Rant
Are
it
we
up.
like going back and forth? Or
Oh, you get your points in. And whatever I got left, I'm going to clean it up.
Okay. So
We're wearing the same shirts. I hate the shirt.
I love the shirt.
Not my style.
Shirt is great.
Fits you. For me, nah.
All right.
I'm going to hang this up somewhere, though. Probably in my closet. Never look at it again.
What does it say on the back?
I
It's
don't
the company.
Oh.
So
Straight out of China. Took 6 weeks to get here.
It did though. Literally.
This was an impulsive kratom buy, by the way.
Aaron Rodgers was completely healthy and ready to go, and then all of a sudden you got the shirts and he was dead.
Well, they were
We
both
got
out
the
there
shirts
flicking.
after.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
they didn't
we
come till
ordered
after.
before. Yes. And by the way, everyone loves this shirt. Like everyone asks me, where can I get that shirt?
It's my
So
first time wearing it. And people are going to say you look silly in it. So, but
They're
I get
haters.
it. You're good.
okay, so I said before, you said specifically Jalen Hurts is good last week, and you said the Jets defense, but I made my point already about the Jets defense. 3 interceptions, forced fumble recovery by Williams. Amazing. Also, without Sauce, without Reed, please, let's clap it up for that. Also, I have to say, not a huge game offensively, but Zach, no interceptions. Better than any other week. I will take it. He got where he needed to go. It was just a crazy but fun game. They held the Eagles to 49 rushing yards. That's it. Just 79 rushing yards. They made Hurts throw 49 times. He never does that. They always rush. Huge. I thought it was good.
Before I talk about the quarterback, I think what was really cool, what made me wear the shirt was Rodgers and Sauce playing catch before the game.
I know, it's so romantic.
Yeah, two guys who aren't playing on
They love each other.
sideline.
They're going to be back, both of them,
Besties.
very soon. But the quarterback.
This is hard. This is really hard for me not to say anything.
The quarterback.
You're
know what
a
I'm saying?
hater.
So hard.
Like you said, he has not done anything outside of those 2 quarters against the Chiefs. Has not done anything. They scored 1 touchdown, and the Eagles let them score the fucking touchdown. They would continuously get the ball in the red zone and could not finish. Give the ball to the fucking running backs more. If someone comes available this weekend, Kirk Cousins says he's not waving his thing, I would fucking jump all over it and get it. Zach Wilson is not the answer as the Jets quarterback.
Wow, I really
Not.
don't agree with you.
I will take Aaron Rodgers back the second he will come back. I'm saying it's going to be Black Friday against the Dolphins. He's going to play a month from now.
That's crazy.
You can't say anything.
You can't say anything. Okay, but I'm going to bring us back down to reality.
Despite all the turmoil, the Jets are 3-3 going into their bye. 3-3. We have the Giants coming out of the bye. If Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback with that schedule, I would have signed up for 3-3. So they're right where they need to be. Tons of turmoil to start the season. They're plus 390 to make the playoffs. I put some money on it this morning. What was left? The $15 that was left in my FanDuel account is back in. It's all I can do. What's on that plus 390?
I like where we are. I don't want to change up anything.
All right.
3-3. I'm superstitious. Keep it the way it is. They're vibing. It's fine. We're going to keep getting better each week. The only thing I will say, though, is the bye right now makes me a little nervous because I feel like we have some momentum and it's going to throw off stuff.
Zach Wilson sucks.
Oh, boy.
Let's get Jeremy Ruckert in the end zone also. Jesus
Seriously.
Christ. Enough.
We want that for him.
Come on now.
All right.
All right, could I say one thing about your rant? I'm not even allowed to say one thing?
No.
Okay.
You could say it when I picked the Jets this week.
Oh,
For this week, they're on a
this
bye.
week they're on a bye. That's an easy win.
That's going to come up again because I'm going to talk about the Eagles later. All right, you want to check it?
All right, rants are really hard to sit with.
Well, when you win.
No, I know. They're really
Steelers.
hard to sit. And, I mean, maybe because it was about the Jets, but that was hard. That was difficult.
I thought I was fair.
It was fair. Listen, I like the piece about Zach Wilson.
Of course. You mean the negative piece?
No, it's realistic. He's
It is realistic.
He's crazy though about the Aaron Rodgers.
No, they haven't had a lead. They don't have leads in these games.
The Aaron Rodgers
can't talk about
thing.
Oh, I can't.
We'll be back after this with our Week 7 picks. That is like the most. that was like the most cheesy host thing I've ever done.
First down, dogs.
Solid snack.
You're really fucking going to town on
You are
this.
going to town on those things.
I was hungry.
That's not food, though.
I didn't even eat dinner.
I had
Definitely
a lot. It was terrible.
The only problem with like what time we get out is like Ralph's closed already.
You got to
You
stop
know?
with the
You're
Ralphs.
still addicted?
Yeah, it's almost over. I drove by.
Do you get it every day?
This morning.
Almost
Yo,
over.
you want to hear something embarrassing? I should have told this on the other one. This morning, I've been going for like crazy runs in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I run through town. And this morning, there's a new sign on the window at Ralph's. So I'm like standing there reading the sign with like my hand. It says like closing soon, running out of flavors, get them while you can. And another
God.
guy, like I never see anybody that early. And another guy like runs behind me and I see him like looking at me, like looking through the window.
You probably thought you were going to rob the place.
I would have.
You're
didn't have
so
it.
weird.
They didn't have his flavors.
So good. Now they've got specials where it's like you buy 2 mediums, they give you a small for free. So that small I hide for my wife, I don't have to pay for it now.
Ralph's doesn't get me at all.
I don't think that you've had the right one yet.
It's ice. It's just flavored ice.
No. Have you had like any of the cream ices?
I had.
It tastes like ice cream.
I had the peanut
It's like a
butter
light.
ones.
You don't like Italian
It's
ice?
like a light ice cream.
You're a weird person.
I like the Martinellis or whatever.
Marinos.
Oh, Marinos.
Martinelli's is the fucking apple cider.
Oh, all right. I like the Marinos, where you can flip it upside
Yeah,
down,
and
get the
it's
crystals.
crystallized
Yeah,
on the bottom.
of course, everybody does.
That's classic.
Week 7.
Week 7.
Losers go first. Tripp's not here because he's got, I don't know, something on his face. Again.
He's growing something on his face.
Oh, boy.
Wow, I think I've been going first every week.
Yeah, you're not doing well.
Jesus.
You're not doing too well.
It's okay.
It's
been
not
here
okay.
before.
I was looking back at our records from 2 years ago. You were doing well.
I won.
I know. I saw a picture of you in your fucking bar mitzvah uniform up there.
Why? Because I was wearing a tie. That's what you call a bar mitzvah uniform.
Bar mitzvah.
Slick back hair and a
Is
tie.
there a mosquito in here? Because I'm getting
Yes,
bit. Like
Yeah, there is
crazy.
one. Is he getting everybody?
I think so.
He's not getting me.
It was
He's
a-
getting you.
All right. I guess I'll go first again this week. I was going to give it to Tripp. First off, because I'm going to make this first.
It's a lot of
Unders.
firsts.
A lot of first. Unders, and Tripp actually wrote this in his text.
Oh, yeah.
12 of 14 games. Actually, I think it was 13 of 15 games. Unders.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Loving
So
under.
what's Kurt doing?
Going overs.
Going over, baby. Going over. The Atlanta Falcons and Tampa Bay have only combined for under 40 once since 2014.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
I know that there's a lot of new going on. Hopefully Baker gets in there and plays well at home. Over 38.5. I think their defenses are overachieving. They got to put some points on the board. I think everybody's got to put points on the board. And if it's not a part of the NFL script, I don't know what we're doing here.
It's about time for the script to get some points up.
Seriously.
The only thing I got with that is like Desmond Ridder is terrible.
He is, but the running back's supposed to be better. I think Tampa Bay will make mistakes. I think they'll be in the red zone. That red zone percentage has got to get up a little bit. I think we need some points.
Put Taylor Heineke in the game.
I'll be fine with
Give
that.
the running back Robinson the ball. I don't understand.
Yes.
They give it to Algier every single time. You have like a generational running back and you're not using it.
Well, that's what I was going to say about the Bills. I mean, sure, Josh Allen is fantastic, but they have 3 drives in a row where they throw the ball every single down. And then out of nowhere, they'll come out and try and run the ball 3 times in a row.
Cook had a decent game.
He's not a
the
bad
Giants.
player.
Yeah, just give it to him more.
But the switching is not working. They're either all pass or all run, and it's just not working. They got to go back and forth. Got to keep the defenses on their toes. Atlanta, Tampa Bay, over 38.5.
All right, hit us with a trip pick. It's going to be something stupid, but all right.
You want me to say it?
I want you to say it in his voice.
Where's my Coors Light? I gotta pee.
I got to pee.
Oh, we're almost done. I gotta pee. All right, he's taking, which is ironic because he goes on to say the unders were 12 and 2,
Yes,
like
yeah.
you said, 61% on the season. They're
Wow.
56, 36, and 1 on the season. And he's taken Baltimore, Detroit over 41.5.
Bingo, bango. Great pick. I'm going to, since he has nothing to say about that pick, I'm doing an Eiffel Tower on that game.
Wow.
All right? I'm going to jump right in with his over on 41.5. And this one's a real tough decision for me. It's I have to change my ways because I'm doing so bad that I have to just go back with feel. I have to go back with just the way I look at a game and I feel for it. Detroit is riding high. They're a very, very good team. Tough guys, Tony Sopranos, Baltimore, frauds. They look like crap in London. It can't stay that way at home. They're only 3-point favorites. I have to go Baltimore. I have to go Baltimore to send some sort of message to the rest of the NFL that they're still a top team. So Baltimore, off of not playing well, but still sneaking out that win. Lamar's got to get it together. All that money. I'm going Baltimore -3, and I'm taking the over as well at 41.5.
Well, who made up the name Eiffel Tower?
Did you just
I
get
think that was
3
Tripp.
picks out of the way?
I did. I got 3 picks out of the
And we
way.
haven't made a single
I know.
I'll do Tripp's next pick.
But I'm taking that game too. I'm taking Baltimore -3.
Oh, boy, now I'm nervous. Just because everybody's on
I'm in
it.
first place.
I know, you are.
So Detroit loves to run the ball, so the David Montgomery injury hurts them. Still up in the air if Gibbs is going to play or not.
Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I was just getting nervous. Go ahead.
I'm going to take the Ravens -3. Detroit loves to run the ball, so David Montgomery injury hurts.
I'm actually surprised that you're doing this because your motto last week was go with the guys who are rolling.
The line I don't understand. I understand Baltimore's home, but the line, that's what I'm saying. Vegas isn't showing them any love. I think the public is going to jump all over the Lions in this game.
You think so?
Without a doubt.
I hope so.
Without a doubt. Another thing, Detroit's already running away with the division. There's not a team close to them. They're 5-1. The closest team is 2-3. Like, these games are going to start to, it's early.
That's
this
crazy.
is dramatic. They're going to start to not matter. But the Ravens are in a dogfight every single year, and it's no different this year. It just means more. I think the game means more to the Ravens. They need the game more. And like I said, everybody's riding the Lions. So
God, they're 5-1.
going with the Ravens -3.
Well, I'm jumping in on that game, and it's my pick finally, and I'm going against all of you. I'm taking Detroit because I don't understand the line. Literally it says the line of the week that I don't understand, just like it was San Fran last week. Didn't work out for me. It's fine.
Coming back at it this time.
Eventually.
It's going to work at one point. Yeah, no, Detroit +3. Baltimore is just inconsistent to me. I don't know if they're good. I don't know. 2 of their wins were not against good team. Well, a broken Cincy team in week 2, and then who was it? Week 1, Houston doesn't even count. Goff is.
It counts,
What?
but you're right. They haven't shown.
They
Nothing.
haven't shown. Detroit's definitely a bigger beast than the people they've been playing. Goff 353 yards, 2 touchdowns last week versus the Bucs. Stupid. Lions have the best running defense in the league right now. They only have, rushing defense. They only have 338 total yards against them through 6 weeks.
What? Just rushing. Mm-hmm. Okay. I was going to say that'd be remarkable. If
Yeah, that would be a record.
Total rushing yards, 338. That's it.
Yeah, the Lions' defensive line is nasty.
Yeah.
Hutchinson.
So Detroit
They're good.
+3. I don't get why Baltimore is even favored.
Because they're home.
home. They don't
I'm
really
over that.
lose at
That's
home unless
stupid.
they play Pittsburgh.
But the new home field advantage is
We'll
1.5. It's not 3 anymore.
You're absolutely right.
Because it doesn't really mean that much. All right, so
I also just think it's a lot of
So we
mistakes. They're
keep
making
going
a lot of
because he has 3
mistakes.
picks.
yeah.
Trip, I guess, has a pick.
Well, yeah, Tripp only has 1 in, so he's got to go, right?
Go ahead.
This is a little bit shocking to me, but most of his picks are shocking.
Another one.
Pitt, Rams. Of course, he wouldn't take Pittsburgh because he would probably make fun of him. He's taking the over at 43.5. Is that game? That game's in LA, right?
Yeah.
I'm presuming that he would say the Pittsburgh secondary sucks. They got Puka, Tuka,
That's what you would say.
Tiki. Oh, that's what I would say. That's right. I mean, listen, we do have to add that Cup walked right back on that team and is
Monster.
just like he always was.
Monster.
Yeah.
Just like he always was. But
But
he's
43.5 points. Pitt, what? All right, maybe, I guess, over.
I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot, especially the way things have been going, and that you said it's 61%. The unders are winning on the season, so that's a tough one for me to pick. However, I am picking the Rams. The Steelers are 5-1 coming out of a bye. I don't think they have as strong of a team as they normally have. Maybe they figured it out, but Matt Canada is still the offensive coach coming out of this bye week.
They haven't figured it out.
I think their secondary will get torched against this Rams offense. The Rams need to score in the red zone. They showed a little bit last week. They took care of business last week. I'm taking Rams at home -3 against my beloved Steelers. I
It's a
apologize.
tough one to root for.
I never do it.
Steel's not going to get to 500 this year. Is this the year?
No.
You don't think so?
I think they'll get to 500 somehow.
All right.
Somehow, some way.
Somehow, some way, they'll get to 500.
So you're done with your picks.
No, I got one more.
All right.
Don't be mad.
All right, Katie.
I
you
am
go.
not
There I go.
flip-flopping this week. I'm going with the picks that I picked this morning. That's it.
Wait, so I have to make one comment, though, about your winning week. You went strictly on stats.
Yeah, I
and it
flipped it
worked
up.
out for you.
I flipped it up.
Okay.
You got to go with whatever feels right.
Well, I tried going with stats last week too. I tried getting serious last week. Nothing's working. Nothing is working.
It's okay. It'll happen.
Next week I'm gonna make my picks on my fucking head. I'm just gonna
Have your
sit
kids make 'em.
on my head. I might do that
All right.
Sit on your head?
Next pick.
somehow.
Buffalo at New England.
Ew.
The one game I would not even go near.
The one out of all these games. That's the one,
That's the
really,
one,
because there's
really.
a lot here. I'm taking Patriots at home plus 8.5.
Wow.
Dangerous.
It is dangerous, but New England is at home. They have had. I understand that they're not good, but Buffalo almost also lost to the Giants at home. The Pats somehow keep it close. They've been keeping it close with other teams, and Buffalo's very inconsistent. I don't know if they're good. I don't know. They're Madoffs to me.
Ooh.
They are. And it's a divisional game to follow Trip. Trip always likes the underdog in the divisional game. So
Keeping it close at least, yes.
Pats, 8.5 is a lot to me. At
It is.
home.
The only
hates
thing,
it.
the
Hates
thing
it.
that kills
Patriots
me
is
about
so
that,
bad.
The Patriots are bad, but the thing that kills
The
me
Patriots
about that,
might be the worst team in the league.
remember when the Bills played the Patriots, I think 2 years ago in the playoffs?
Yes.
Bills got off to a hella start.
Yeah.
I started betting Patriots. I'm like, there's no way Bill Belichick's going to get killed in the playoffs. I probably lost like $35 on live betting that game because they got murdered.
Well, don't do that this game. Just stay out of it for me, please.
I'll side bet you a Dole Whip that Buffalo wins by 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
That's aggressive.
I think Buffalo's going to blow the doors off of. I think that, like, the thing about Buffalo is what I think is happening is that they get in these games, then they come back the next game and they got to prove themselves.
Yep.
And then, like, they just come for those games. They get up for those games. It's crazy.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right, my second pick. I feel like everybody's done.
No, I only have 2.
The Browns and the Colts. I'm taking the Browns minus 2.5. This is one of 7 games that have no quarterbacks yet that are going to start them.
With Paul Walker, folks.
But I think what we do know in this game, like you said before, I think Anthony Richardson's done for the season, which is awful.
I can't believe it, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Big loss.
So you're going to get Minshew to start, who's only good when he comes off the bench. And the Browns defense is going to destroy Gardner Minshew.
Could they keep it up?
I think so. I mean, remember when
Browns defense?
Gardner Minshew's having flashbacks of when he started for the Jaguars and he was like the worst quarterback in the league.
Best mustache.
And I just believe in PJ, don't call me Philip Walker. I didn't know his name was PJ. Sean and I had that same conversation we had here at the Kava Bar on Saturday morning. Like, someone was like, I love the Browns. And we looked at each other and we were like, oh, you're a big PJ Walker fan?
Wait, his name is
So
literally
his
PJ?
name's not Philip?
He doesn't want to be called Philip. He only wants to be called PJ Walker.
That's funny.
Nickname.
Browns minus 2.5.
Cute. You going to do a trip pick?
Yeah, because you both have 2, I have 3.
You have 4.
Oh, I have 4. Man, I'm trying to get myself off the air. All right. All right, I'm going to do this one. Chargers. They're playing KC, right? Are they in KC? Or
at
they're in
KC.
KC. He is taking the +6 divisional matchups. I like to take the underdog. I like them to keep it close. Chargers coming off of a tough loss against Dallas. Can't get in the red zone. Chargers +6.
I'm jumping in on this.
That was pretty good.
That was good. That was good.
Very good impressions. Better impression than I would make, for sure. I'm going to take the under 49.5. This is strictly on statistics. Statistically, Kansas City only had 1 over this whole season. So I'm riding with the under 49.5.
That's a good way to bet it.
Don't
They
you
haven't really played well.
Don't you think they do?
They haven't blown anybody out.
No, I like to not think they're due, Kurt. Clearly.
All right.
That Charger
Tell
coach
you
really,
someone else.
he really gets under my nerves, that guy.
Who?
That Charger coach.
Oh
He
yeah.
gets under my nerves.
He's got to go.
It's
on my nerves.
frustrating.
He's got to go.
And was the Dallas offensive coordinator, I'm sorry, the
Kellen.
Chargers?
Yeah.
He was from Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did nothing
Kellen
yesterday.
Moore.
He was a
Did
quarterback
nothing.
there too, right?
He was quarterback at
He did
Boise
nothing
State.
to win that game last night.
He was a backup in Dallas for a long time.
Ugh.
I think.
Gross.
Check that. I might not be sure about that.
Who?
Kellen Moore. I'm pretty sure he was.
Sounds right.
I think he was.
He wasn't in the league that long.
All right, my third pick. Can't believe I'm about to do this.
Oh, I'm scared. What is it?
The Commanders are coming to MetLife Stadium
Love
to go
the
against
Commanders.
the Giants,
Me too.
the New York Football Giants. The Giants are home underdogs, 1.5 points.
I'm nervous how this is going.
Justin Pugh came straight off the couch and had the best game a Giants lineman has had all year. Best statistic of any Giant offensive lineman this year. They're probably going to get Andrew Thomas back in this game. Going to bust holes wide open for Saquon against the Commanders, who are the 25th ranked run defense. The Giants have blitzed more than any other team in the NFL so
Really?
far. Yeah.
They're not good.
Sam Howell is not good under pressure. He gets sacked more than anybody else.
Lot of
Holds on to the
interceptions.
ball way too long, throws it away. NFC East divisional matchup. I'm taking the G-men and 1.5.
I like it. I think you should call them and tell them to wear their old school helmets.
Second win of the season.
Because that was the
They
one
look
right
cool.
there.
Their
Wait,
defense.
everything you just said makes me really nervous for my pick.
You could switch your pick. You didn't pick it yet.
No, go with it.
Maybe I'll hold it.
I love the Commanders. I really do. But it is the Giants' game to win.
Yeah, but it's the Giants.
You're talking about them like I talk about the Jets.
No, there's no comparison.
It's the
Don't be
Giants.
disrespectful. There's no comparison right now.
Is Jones a possibility to play? Not that it matters so
I don't
much,
know,
but is
'cause
Jones
I
a
really
possibility
don't
to play?
care.
I don't care.
It was just his
I don't
neck,
care
right?
either.
I don't care. Whoever plays.
Tyrod Taylor was.
They're going to run the shit out of the ball.
Oh, all right, I'm gonna hold off on that right now because I feel sick about it.
You're going to jump in later?
No, I might.
You might. She might.
I guess you could
said
do
it.
that. So you make up your own rules.
Own rules. Do what I want. All right, I'm gonna take. This was a question mark game, but now you threw me so off from my confident
you
pick
go?
I had. Yeah, I go. I go.
I think she only has 2 picks.
Yes, I only
Oh,
have,
you should've went
No,
for
I have
four.
3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is a I'm due.
You want Trip to go again?
This is good radio.
This is this is a do moment.
Can't wait to do her impression.
This is a heavily cut section.
Miami, shut up, Miami at Philly. I'm gonna take the under 52.
Ooh.
0.5.
It's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points, but honestly, Miami has hit the over almost every single week. So it's scary to go against them. Fun fact, though, Tyreek Hill, he's on pace to have 2,306 receiving yards. No one has over 2,000 ever.
Well, that was his
Well,
goal to start the
Yep,
season.
that was his
He
goal.
wanted to get over
to get over
2,000.
2,000.
And he's on pace.
well on his way.
He's on pace, which doesn't say much for my bet in regards. They just could catch the ball, don't score.
There
You're
you go.
taking the under.
Under 52 and a half.
All right, I'm jumping in on this game.
So is Trip.
I'm taking the Dolphins minus 2.5. I think this game hinges on the ankle of Lane Johnson.
You mean plus?
Plus 2.5. Yes, thank you. This game hinges on the the ankle of
Let's
Lane
start
Johnson.
this section over. I want to start this game again.
I think Jalen Hurts goes as the offensive line goes. You saw that against the Jets last week. I'm taking the risk that he's not going to play with this pick, which is scary because the game's on Sunday night. It's just giving him a little bit more time to get ready. Terrified of that. I just think the Miami pass rush is going to give him a lot of trouble. And the Dolphins are as healthy, I think, as they've been all year, except for a Chew,
Except for
whatever his
Chew,
name
yes.
is. Is that his name?
Yeah, something like that. That's
Like
what I
that.
say. All right, big guy. I'm going to have to jump in on this one, too. You got anything more to say?
The Eagles' defense sucks.
don't suck.
They're not good.
Miami's really good, though.
Yeah, Miami is really good. They're riding high. They're my favorite team. I like them because Dan Marino's the greatest guy in the whole wide world.
You ever see him in those Isotona commercials?
I had dinner with him
so
twice.
handsome.
I didn't sit at the same table, but I had dinner with him twice. I just stared at him and ate my steak. I'm taking Miami at plus 2.5. And then I'm going to have to
guys are
say,
so
because I'm the odd
weird.
man out, I don't know what this is called because we have almost every bet on this situation. I am taking the Philadelphia Eagles on a bounce back game at home, prime time.
All right.
All right? Eagles minus 2.5. They have to bounce back, or they are going to be in for a shit show of media if they do not win this game and lose 2 games in a row.
Stars fall fast.
Stars fall fast. They do.
I'm still not sure who's minus or plus at this point, but whatever.
Philly's
Doesn't
minus
matter.
2.5. They're
Let's
home.
just call it a pick 'em.
All right, let's do it a pick 'em. Solid.
You wrote it.
Yeah, I wrote it out of one bloodshot eye at
Solid.
4:30 this morning.
Yeah, I got to go Eagles. I'm giving them a chance to rebound. They might be one of those teams. If I lose this one against Miami, Miami is scoring too much. I want to see Tua under pressure. And I think the Eagles are going to be able to put him under pressure. And if they get this guy down, this guy hasn't fell yet. this
What's
year.
his face has got to play
yeah.
defensive end.
Yeah. Slay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the rookie,
Oh, no. Slay's the
rookie.
quarterback, right? Oh, yeah.
the rookie. That's a freak of nature.
I think Tua hasn't fell on his head yet this year. And that's a surprise.
Well, he's ready. He's been jujitsuing.
He's ready to go. They're flying
He
high.
learned how to fall.
Jujitsuing is that the term?
Jiu-jitsu.
Doing
Jesse.
jujitsu?
I don't know what it is. I'm almost tired of the word and concept. I hear it so much
Grappling?
around here.
Grappling's it.
Grappling is it? You're right. Want to grapple?
Wrestling. Rolling around with shirtless men.
I can't stand the Eagles coach. I think he's one of the biggest children on the field.
Sirianni.
The way he jumps around.
I don't like looking at him.
I can't stand him. He's way too much like a fan, and I don't know. He seems pompous. He seems like a North Shore douche. I'm going Eagles minus 2.5. Is that Sunday? That's Monday night? Ah, shit. I got to wait all the way till Monday night for that game.
No, I think it might be
No, it's
Sunday
night.
night.
Oh, then what's KC?
KC is 4:00.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought KC was in some primetime action. Are we wrong with all that?
Monday night. You got the thing over there. It's the Niners and Minnesota.
Oh,
Monday
okay. Well, since you said it earlier with Minnesota, go with his next pick.
Oh God.
Monday night.
He's definitely taking it.
He's taking Minnesota plus 7.
What do you feel about that?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it. And that's actually, yeah, I don't like it.
It's like one of those safety bets that he makes a lot.
Yeah.
They hit, but I don't know how you get behind that, especially after a Niners loss.
All right, I'm gonna jump in on this. I think I'm gonna go against the Giants pick that I was gonna make.
going on?
I
Yeah, you seem like you're in pain.
I'm sorry. It's really hard. This week is
You're really
hard.
trying to get out of last place. Hard.
I don't know how she's not out of last place. I'm going first all the time.
I mean, we're basically tied. You have a tie.
Yep.
I don't even know how the fuck that
less
happened.
losses.
All right, so I really,
Not a lot of
really,
ties.
for the record, I'm going to pull you that says a for the record and then not pick the team. I like Washington versus the Giants.
Do it.
I like Howell. I do. I like it. But I'm going to go against Tripp and take San Fran minus 7 versus Minnesota. San Fran needs a bounce back win. And I think that this is scary. This actually scares me, and I wrote it here somewhere because many of these players are questionable as of today, and this is Tuesday, and they don't play, obviously, until, well, they play Monday night. I think most of their players will be back. I think McCaffrey will play.
I think
Debo.
I think he's the biggest question out of all of them.
No,
Yeah.
it said that he's most likely to play. That
You sure?
his
They're going to be in Minnesota. They're going to be doing this thing, whatever they're doing in Minnesota.
go, whatever they freaking stupid.
Definitely not call. They're Vikings.
Yeah, that's what they say.
No.
Oh, skull. It's skull.
Yeah, it is.
She was doing the eagle.
Yeah.
Call.
They're all birds. I think we all came from birds, right?
Dinosaurs did.
You know, right? You know,
You know?
right?
Oh my god. Anyway,
Oh, that's funny.
Anyway,
So you're taking 7 points instead of 1. Good luck with that.
yeah. Oh my god, it's scary. San Fran bounce back minus 7. The whole game versus Minnesota, they were hurt, banged up, whatever. That game was horrendous. By the way, Walker had 2 interceptions. Minnesota versus the Browns. I think that's who they played. Mm-hmm. They won with only freaking 1. No,
San Francisco versus the Browns.
San Francisco. Yeah, my bad.
Brock Purdy's first loss.
Yeah, Walker had the 2 interception versus the Brown. They freaking only lost but 1 touchdown and 4 freaking they lost with the other team getting only 1 touchdown and 4 field goals.
Yep.
It was just bad sloppy game. I hate that they lost because I wanted them to just keep going undefeated, but they got to get tired at some point. Like, I just feel for them. Whatever. Anyway, San Fran -7. I'm done. I'm done with these picks right now.
Hopefully Kenny Trash doesn't come in for you.
Yeah, what happened to Darnold?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I thought he was the guy, but somebody
I had a little bet that like he was gonna go
Let me
down,
look at
Purdy was
this.
gonna go down, and Darnold was gonna come in and take him to the Super
take
Bowl.
him to the Super Bowl.
That's what happened in your.
Yeah, my dreams. I'm rooting for Darnold.
I thought I saw a depth chart and it was Kenny Trash. I didn't see any.
I mean, I forgot to say that my Dolphins pick was my lock of the week.
That's your lock of the week.
Yes.
I have the Eagles.
Which
right.
is your lock of the week?
Dolphins +2.5. All right, my last pick.
Why don't we be real mysterious and save our lock of the week when we redo the
Yeah,
picks?
good call. We're just
Say.
making shit up now as we
Yep.
go.
That's where we
My
roll.
I don't have any locks. I'm stressed.
I don't even know if I go, but this is my last pick, and
just making shit up.
I have no idea why I'm doing this, and these stats don't mean anything.
That sounds great.
I'm scared.
This show is getting better and better every
Yeah.
week.
The Cardinals can't stop the run. I got the Cardinals and the Seahawks. I'm picking this game.
Usually that's a Thursday night game.
This is terrible.
I know. I got to pick for the Thursday night game.
Oh,
I've been
did you
doing that
hear
all the
about the
time.
Thursday night curse?
No.
Did you hear about the Thursday night curse? I'm not even doing this for a bet.
No.
98% of the time when you tune in, it's going to be a shitty game.
Ah. That sounds like it had something to do with like money shots. All right, the Cardinals are going to Seattle. Seattle 7.5-point favorites. The Cardinals are fucking terrible. Arizona can't stop the run, so the Seahawks are going to look to get Kenneth Walker. Kenneth, don't call him Kenny. Kenneth Walker going. Open up the pass for Geno. The Seahawks, I don't understand it. Like, everybody thinks the Seahawks are good. The Seahawks are not good either, though.
I know.
No.
Too
Who
much.
Says they're good.
They're 7.5-point favorites.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of
division
points.
game. In a division game.
But the Cardinals are also bad.
Cardinals are also bad. You're right. I don't know. I'm done with my. If this game's gonna have to be won by Joshua Dobbs, and it's scary that I'm gonna pick the Arizona Cardinals +7.5 in this game.
Taking points.
In the last 10 years, the Cardinals have upset. It's a wacky game, and it's a wacky division game. The Cardinals have upset the Seahawks 6 times in the past 10 years.
Wow.
While they were underdogs,
That's crazy.
they're gonna do it again.
So why is that spread so high?
I don't know.
Because Vegas is weird.
They did lose their last 2 games pretty well.
They
Again, another team, they haven't been getting in the end zone.
Joshua Dobbs, 3 touchdowns this week.
When is Kyler Murray
That
coming back?
sounded like a home improvement thing. Skit. Can we make a side bet on the Washington Giants game? Because I feel sick
What's the
about
side
it.
bet?
We already have a side bet. The Bills are gonna win by 3 touchdowns.
No, Washington Giants. She still wants a piece of this action.
I do. Washington.
Make it up.
With -1.5. Side bet.
Fine, I'll wear a dress.
You finally got me.
Oh my gosh.
I would never wear a dress, first of all.
You'll have to dress up as my favorite Disney character or something because I'll be
How
in
the
Disney.
Not a
fuck
girl.
am I gonna do
A
that?
yeah, I mean, where are you gonna get
You
that?
can dress up like
What's that called?
What's your McCullough from Moana?
I don't know.
That's a girl
The
dress.
Rock.
Oh, The Rock.
Isn't he like shirtless in that?
Yeah, but
tattoos.
you gotta wear a suit.
Isn't he shirtless in that? All right, but if you lose, you got to dress like a biker and not like a cool biker, like a 10-speed biker with the helmet and with the tights and the shoes that click onto the fucking pedals.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. First down, dogs.
No, we got to redo our picks.
Oh shit! All right, let me go first because I
We're
got
off balance without
I got
Trip.
it. This
Yeah,
whole
we
thing,
need- we
new
need the
seats, everything, the new seats. I haven't got my S print in the seat yet.
It's not
I'm in
right.
trouble.
Wait, I can't stop laughing.
I got
either.
the. I was just looking at my picks and I felt like showing from last week. These picks are terrible. I got the Dolphins +2.5 lock of the week. Just announced it here. We cut it out earlier where I said it because now we just decided we're doing it now. I got the Cardinals +7.5. I've got the Ravens -3. The Giants. That's my combination lock of the week +1.5. The Giants are going to win. And then I got the Cleveland Browns Don't know what that line is because I've got my pages all mixed up.
-2.5.
-2.5. Cleveland Browns. Minshew going down. Taking him down. Down to Chinatown.
You want to do yourself or you want to do trips?
I'll do me first. Because I got to remember my damn picks. I feel like him right now, actually. Okay, I have New England +8.5. Detroit +3. I have the under Chargers at KC under 49.5. I have Miami at Philly minus under 52.5. And I have San Fran -7 bouncing back.
This is Trip. These are all lock of the weeks. I got Baltimore, Detroit over 41.5. Is his voice this deep?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You sound like a garbage.
I got,
you sound like a garbage man. Something.
I got Pitt Rams over 43.5. Chargers +6. Calling that his lock. Miami +2.5. Minnesota +7.5. 3 underdogs, 2 overs. The guy's going for it.
What was your lock of the week?
I have none.
Oh,
None.
okay.
I'm confused.
All right.
All right.
She sounds like Trip. Lock of the week, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, over 38.5. Double banger, Eiffel Tower, Detroit, Baltimore -3, and the over 41.5. LA Rams, so sad to pick it, -3, at home against the Steelers. And I have the Philadelphia Eagles, -2.5, at home on Sunday Night Football.
I was really confident about my picks until I sat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually.
And then
I mean, you're sitting in between 2 super smart individuals.
Yeah. Like football geniuses.
I mean, there's
Brilliant.
nobody higher.
Next week, there's only going to be 3 of us again because Katie's going to be in. All
I'm going to be just a face on a screen.
right. We'll be back next week. First Down Dogs.
First down, dogs.
Oh, man.
That is so true. What do you do with the drill?
Take it deep.
That was a mess.
First down, dogs.